Hey y'all, I'm going to be talking about some of my very favorite books today and just doing a brief kind of overview of my favorites bookshelf up here. I have a little over like 25 books on there, but some of them are series or like go together. It makes sense, I promise. So, yeah. Start us off, I have the trilogy of Mark of the Lion. I call it Voice in the Wind because that's the name of the first book, but technically it's the Mark of the Lion trilogy by Francine Rivers. It is a Christian fiction. I've only actually read 1.5 of these books, but they're all gonna stay together. But even though I haven't read it, I'm sure the other 1.5 is also just as amazing. I mean, they are just so good. I really need to reread it because it's an incredible series. It's one of the few actually like adult novels that I've read. I read a lot of like middle grade because I'm still working on my TBR that I started in, I don't know, middle school. But it's very heavy, very, very heavy, but very relatable, at least to me. I'm sure it is to a lot of people. It's a very good historical thing. I'm talking about how I feel about the book and not what the book is about. Historical Christian novels, good, very heavy, very good. I need to know. Next up is my all-time favorite book, Rooftoppers by Catherine Rundell. I love it so much. The prose is so pretty. I love Catherine Rundell's prose so much. It's just super pretty. It's very like wonder, like I feel like I'm seeing the world through the eyes of a child kind of vibes, and like seeing the beauty in the small, simple, little, weird, bizarre things. Just a cute story about a girl and her guardian trying to find the girl's mother. Through like, they're in France for most of the book, so yeah, it's super cute. And there's cellos and they're on rooftops. Pretty dope. I've recently discovered that like the like romantic, you know, France vibes I don't care about, but like orphaned back streets of France, best thing ever. Like Leap, have you seen that movie? It's so cute. Next up is Anne of Green Gables. I have it on another shelf also because I have multiple copies with different covers, but this is my favorite copy that I have of it, so it's on the favorite shelves. I love Anne of Green Gables. I started out by watching Anne with an E, and then I actually watched, and I loved it, but then I watched the movies, discovered that they were better. Thank you very much, Savannah-Rose. Anyways, I showed her Anne with an E, and now she won't watch the movies. But movies are good. I mean, I like Gilbert in the show and Bash. Anyways, but yeah, Anne of Green Gables, super cute. It's a classic girl, orphan. There's a theme. I like orphans. There's actually an orphan in Voice in the Wind too. Old Man in the Sea is supposed to be in this collection. Savannah-Rose is currently reading it, and I don't want to get up and go get it. Next up, this isn't my favorite cover per se, but it was one of the few that I've been able to find that is not a collection of Charles Dickens stories, and this is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Classic. I love his writing. It's so fun. I really want to read other things by Dickens, especially Great Expectations, On a Curiosity Shop, high on my TBR. Well, high on the TBR in everything, the giant TBR, but in the like upcoming TBR, not really. We have The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. I fell in love with this book, and I think like in middle school, I did a whole book report on it too. It's just a super cute story of a China rabbit. He's a doll being tossed around through different people over different, years and time and all of his different owners. And it's just super cute. I love like seeing the world through a different perspective than you normally would. And it's just, I love that. Seeing the different stories of various different people all connected by one little thing. And that's what this does. So it's super cute. Plus, it's Kate DiCamillo. I don't know how to say her name, but her writing's also amazing. I have lots of books I like by her. I have I have another one coming up by her. Hatchet, very near and dear to my heart. I love this book. I just remember it was one of the first ones that I read as a kid that wasn't all about like magic and dragons and, more fantasy and stuff, and it was just very kind of raw and real, and seeing that survivalist stuff I thought was so cool, especially with the way the story starts. Can be pretty intense. I have the trilogy of My Side of the Mountain. Again, another more survivalesque one is something that as a kid, you're like, oh, that'd be so fun to do, but most people don't actually do it, which is the point of the guy that wrote this book. Just a great book. Have I read all 3? Or did I just read the other 2? I don't remember much from Frightful Mountain. I don't know if I've ever finished it. I've read it a few times. Great book. Next up, we have The Christmas Box by Richard Paul Evans. This is one of my favorite authors, and it's just a super cute Christmassy book. It's been a while since I read it, so I don't actually remember that much, except I think it's about an old lady, maybe a kid, issues, I think maybe some Jesus. Cute Christmas story. Been a while. I just know that I love it. A Christmas Thief. This is like the tiniest little book ever. It's just a cute little kid's story about loving your neighbor, loving your enemies, you know, and during Christmas time. It's super wholesome and nostalgic for me. I also don't really have any other good section on my bookshelf for Christmas books, and my other Christmas book is up there, so. This was my very absolute favorite book growing up, A Dog's Life by Anne M. Martin, and I loved it because, spoiler alert, the dog doesn't die in the end, which is better than a lot of dog stories, and just super sweet. I like that it's told from the perspective of the dog, and I don't know. I like dogs as a kid. Super cute. Love it. The second one by Kate DiCamillo. This one is actually a signed copy. And it is The Puppets of Spellhorse. Another one, surprise, surprise, is also the same author, but about seeing the world through the eyes of dolls. Except they're puppets. It's super cute, super short, but like there's little like kind of specific things about each character that you can like see that are like over dramatized, but you can see that in real people in the world and seeing how it relates to like the world. I don't know. It's cute. Moving on. This should not be the copy on here. Well, Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Whoa. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Wordisms. Yeah. I have another copy of this. It's like old and crumbly and it's the best thing ever. But yes, I do. Yeah. Tell you the truth, I don't remember this on here because I haven't. No, I did read it. Did I? I think I read this in homeschooling. I don't remember. Like, it's been a while since I've read the actual book, and I don't remember if we finished it. But I've seen several movie adaptations of it, movie adaptations of it. And I really like them. Like Treasure Planet. I thought it was gonna be like the weirdest movie ever as a kid, and I was like, there's a dog man and a cat lady. This is weird. I don't want to watch that. Why did I not watch it? If you haven't seen Treasure Island, go watch it. Atlantis, also people lump in with that one too. Atlantis was okay. Not like I'm not as hyped on that one, but Treasure Planet slays. So good. But Treasure Island, pirates, also Muppet Treasure Island, peak. Oh look, another nostalgic Christmas book, The Christmas Shoes. If you want to cry, read this. There's a movie, I think, based off of it, actually, and apparently some people only know the movie. I didn't even know there was a movie. I was shooketh enough when, like, I don't know, like 5 years ago or something, my mom and I heard the song for The Christmas Shoes on the radio, and we were like, because we hadn't read the book in forever, but we'd read the book together, and so it just, everything gone, yeah. Yeah. Fairly classic. Like, I feel like a solid amount of people know what it is. Shoes, Christmas, gift giving, I think cancer or something else. Medical, yeah. Okie dokes. Next, we have Dry by Neil Shusterman. This is my favorite author. I talk about him all the time. I've probably mentioned him in like every single video we've made. Anyways, Dry. It is what it sounds like. It is dry. Not the reading, but it's about a drought. And kind of survival-esque. Multiple POVs. Fun writing. There's a solid audiobook for it. The author does some of the voices in the audiobook. So it's also, this one is co-written by Neil Shusterman and his son, Jared Shusterman. It's good. Shy is one of those books where, like, well, at least for me when I was reading it, I wasn't, like, I was pretty sure, but I wasn't 100% sure that the author wasn't going to, like, end it in a certain way. I won't say what, but it's a nice little, you know, on your edge one. Roxy, surprise, surprise, also Neil Schusterman. Some of the chapters are from the POV of drugs, trying to get teenagers addicted to them. It's heavy, but it's good and very well written. Things Not Seen by Andrew Clements. Andrew Clements, very nostalgic author for me growing up. They did like Friendle and No Talking, Lunch Money, Lost and Found, gazillion stuff of kids books. This one was a slightly older because instead of about being like middle school kids, it's about high schooler. I love this one. I listened to it I had it on an audiobook mostly as a kid, and I would just listen to it on my little MP3 player on repeat, like going to bed all the time, and a copy of his other books and Harry Potter. But I like it. The only reason that this one does not have the rest of the series with it, and the rest of the series is in like a dark corner of my bookshelf on the bottom, is because I don't like the other two books. The third one's okay, but the second book is just weird. It's so weird. What was that? What did I read? Anyways, this one's good. Kid turns invisible randomly one day. Has to figure out why. And he befriends a blind girl, which is a fun juxtaposition of nobody can see him. She can't see anything. So first she doesn't even know because she can't tell. Yeah. Wolfwilder by Catherine Rundell. This is definitely lower down on my favorites list, but it is also written by the same author who did Rooftoppers, who's my very top favorite book, and I do really like her writing, and it's about wolves, and they're in the wild. Can't get much better than that. Okay, next up, Challenge Your Jeep. Do you want to guess the author? Neil Schusterman. Again. I think this is 3. Yeah. Mental Illness. Pirates. Ocean. Brains. Rats That Are Brains, Captain Crunch, Parrots, Mutiny, Family, More Mental Illness, Hospital, Pills, Glass Eyeball. Next up is Powerless by Matthew Cody. No, the cover is not upside down. He's just falling with style. A town full of superheroes, sort of, children with superpowers, and one kid that doesn't have any. He's powerless. Very nostalgic. I also listened to this one on audiobook on repeat as a kid, along with Things Not Seen. It's just nostalgic. And then I like recently discovered, I'm gonna say recently, like several years ago, discovered it's actually a trilogy. I knew that there were 2 books, but I didn't know there was a third one. Like, I always knew that there was like a cliffhanger at the end of the second one, but I don't know why my brain just forgot that there was a third one. So, I still haven't read the third one. I need to get it. I don't think I own the second one because it's Powerless, Super, and then I think Villainous. And I really want to read Villainous because I haven't read it. And yeah. It's cute. Matt Haig, How to Stop Time. Pretty popular author. I know he does, what is it? Is it the Midnight Library, I think? Something like that. I haven't read that one. But How to Stop Time, about a man that ages very, very, very slowly. So he's like 400 years old or something, but he looks 40. And just his struggles with that. It has a kind of flip-flop with timeline on things, because it shows like his life at one point in his life and then the present, and it goes to get, it's just a vibe. Also listen to this on audiobook. My dad recommended it to me along with Rooftoppers, and I loved them both. And it's just a vibe. It's a very, like, calming one to listen to. Like, it's slow, but it's not like it's boring slow. It's just a vibe. L-M-N-O-P. 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 It is a just fun book in the way it's written. It's playing with words by Mark Dunn. But it is about, it's set in, like, the town where, like, the English alphabet was created. And they have these, like a statue or something, and it has each of the alphabet letters on it, and then one of the letters falls off at one point, and they take it as a sign that they are not supposed to use that letter anymore. They have to take it out of the alphabet. And then on and on and on, more of them start crumbling and falling off, and they start losing letters in the alphabet. And the entire thing is told in letters between characters, but it is illegal for them to use certain letters, and you lose more and more letters over time. And so the way they spell their words and the things that they write change so much so that by the end of the book, it's kind of hard to interpret what you're reading. So it's just fun. It's a lot of fun. I kind of want to reread it. It's been a bit. My favorite little quirk about it is that there comes a point when they lose enough letters that all of the things are like dated in the top, but at some point for whatever reason, they stop even trying to write the month out as like the full month, and just writing it as like any word that starts with the same letter as what the letters of each month start with, you know? And like it could be October, and they're like octopus, octagon, orange 22nd, you know, like it's so stupid and I love it. That's pretty much it. Plus Old Man in the Sea, which, you know, pretend I'm holding it up right now. Honorable mentions. Little Stories from an Office Chair. They're poems that Savannah-Rose wrote, and I love it. Partially because it's dedicated to me, and that makes me really happy. But it's so cute. It's so cute. I didn't know she was writing this, and then she wrote it and just like left it as a surprise, and it's so cool. And they're little like 6-word poems. Like it's just 6 words that tell stories, and there's like, I don't know, 50 I think 6-word poems. It's super cute. Yeah. Okay. Then that is basically it. Other than, you know, the entire Harry Potter series is also one of my absolute favorites, but it has its like own little aggressive shelf over here with a bunch of knickknacks of Harry Potter stuff. Cuckoo, cuckoo, I'm cuckoo. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. That sounds so stupid to say. Like and subscribe if you like our content. I hope you guys enjoyed a look into some of my favorite books.